Okay, y'all. So I filed my fifth case last night, 12:03. I do not play. Okay, so I'm doing a new strategy with this case. Basically, this is a debt collector that has been reporting on my credit report for some months now. Now, the interesting thing about this is not only are they reporting falsely or false information because I found inconsistencies on that credit report, I also requested for a validation. They did not give it to me. I also gave them a second chance, which I didn't have to do, and I asked for a validation through the mail, through to their address. They wind up sending me back one statement for 1 month and an email saying that it was transferred to them. I also asked for proof that they even have the requirements to collect in my state as a debt collector. Did not give me that. And so with all of that being said, basically you got 2 warnings and you're still going to report the same information, which I just double checked yesterday and it's still on my credit report. Guess what, y'all? That's called willful noncompliance and you can sue. And then if they are found, let's just say let's just say the judge gave me $2,000. Just say that, $2,000. I could also get something called trouble damages, which is 3 times that amount. So instead of it going to 2, now your exposure is at $6,000. And I asked them to settle with me the very first time, and they did not. So the strategy that I'm taking with them is, after I did all of that, you want to dispute. You only have to do it one time. I did it through Experian, whatever. Did all of that. Like I said, I even gave them a second time, but you really only have to do it once. Once I do it that first time, instead of me going to the courts to sue y'all, I'm going directly to arbitration. And the reason being is because for the contract that they're trying to enforce, we have an arbitration clause in that contract, and they have to abide by that per the contract, right? Per the agreement. So the reason why I'm going through arbitration is, if you've been following me, you know, but basically arbitration costs them more up front, which in my opinion would make them want to settle faster. Because if I go file in a court, it's about $50-$60 to file a complaint. And then they can just kind of delay with all this other stuff. No, with arbitration, they get right down to business. So once I file and I serve them, now they have to pay their fees. Now, if they don't pay their fees, then obviously, they'll dismiss it and then we can still take it to the court. But either way, I got everything that I need to have. That's just what it is. And I don't have the contract. So I told the arbitrator, the arbitration, to basically force them, I don't have a contract, but because they're trying to enforce this by even making this report on my credit report, then they need to be the ones to produce this. So follow me for the next one for more.